photo of my mother in probably 1918. She was born in 1908. Maybe she's a little older, but she looks about 10. The reason I'm contemplating it is that I have written this play, which is an adaptation of a 1908 novel called A Girl of the Limberlost. And it turns out it was my mother's favorite novel. And my mother was born in Kentucky but raised in Indiana a good part of her life. And the play is set in Indiana. So, look at those eyes, really something. So, when I was asked to adapt this play, I started this novel into a play. I started diving into the story of the Limberlost, and it was a very famous swamp, natural area in Indiana, which was threatened as early as 1910 by lumber mills, and they cut all the trees down and they dug for oil. So there happened to be this remarkable woman who lived in that area named Gene Stratton-Porter, and she was a dynamo. She was self-taught naturalist, self-taught photographer, preservationist, and entomologist, and she learned all the plants and flora and insect life of that area and fought to preserve it, and wrote a whole bunch of books, the most famous of which was A Girl of the Limberlost, which many women of this generation and their children and their children's children, particularly daughters, it seems, have really connected to that story. The story is about Elnora Comstock, who is kind of not a true orphan, but kind of an emotional orphan, and she finds her sense of identity in the woods with these insects and animals and moths and butterflies in particular, which she collects to earn her way through high school. In those days, high school was something you had to pay for. That may not be too far off in our future. I hope it's not. Anyway, so I have found all these connections from my own personal set of meanings in my family, my own interests in the environment and nature, all kind of have come together in this book and this play version of the book. So in a way, I have become a child of the Limberlost. My mother was a girl of the Limberlost, and absolutely Gene Stratton-Porter was a woman of the Limberlost. She made it very famous, and although it was almost largely destroyed, there's a society now that's recollecting that land and making it more important in the state of Indiana to its citizenship. And so I hope this play adds to those efforts of preservation.